Hey y'all, it's Moonbeam. I'm back. Life in Wisconsin has taken another unfortunate turn for our girl Amberlynn. Rarity is missing. Nothing funny about this one, really. I feel so bad for this poor cat. This is on the heels of having been drugged 19 hours from home after having already been previously uprooted really not that long ago in the grand scheme of things. So this cat is in essentially an unfamiliar area. Weather in Wisconsin is not about to be getting real nice anytime soon. And Rarity is confirmed missing. This was confirmed by Instagram user Goose R Us. Amber has come on YouTube, just an absolute weeping mess. Because it was leaked by a reaction channel, she did feel as she had to come online and address that, understandably so. Before we get into it, I do want to mention a couple things here. In addition to the situation with the cat being in an unfamiliar area where the weather is not about to be real friendly anytime soon. There's been a lot of talk about how we haven't really seen Twinkie. She has mentioned Twinkie and Emily's dog playing together. She essentially described them barking at each other, copying each other, whatever. I could see how this could be very stressful on the cats, especially, again, on the heels of being transported to a new place as it is. So here they are in this new home with this new animal. Suddenly there's two dogs interacting loudly, potentially roughhousing. It is certainly possible that the animals are not adjusting as well as Amber has claimed. Could that have contributed to Rarity taking the opportunity to run out the door? I don't know, but it's certainly something to think about in this situation. Again, we haven't really seen Twinkie. She talks about how she lets the dogs out into the yard. It sounds like Emily has a closed-in yard for her dogs. Twinkie has always kind of been an apartment dog, really, that has been walked by Amber's girlfriends, other people in Amber's life, not necessarily Amber. I don't know how used to that kind of situation type deal Twinkie would be, just being let out into the yard and running around. It does make me wonder if Twinkie is perhaps overweight, and that's why we're not seeing Twinkie, because it's just been so long since Twinkie has really been properly walked. If Twinkie is not getting proper exercise, I do wonder if that is contributing to the lack of twonk sightings.
Hey guys, so I really did not want to make this video, and I'm only making it because people have found out and it's already on a reaction channel. But yes, my cat Rarity is missing, and I have done nothing but cry. It happened 2 nights ago, and I put full blame on myself because there's a yard, and that's where I let the dogs out to go to the bathroom, and it's through like a glass door, and I've just had a lot on my mind with everything that's been going on. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I've just been going through a lot, and I wasn't thinking, and I left the glass door open just like, I don't know, like this much.
So right off the bat, we're off to blaming our mental health struggles. That's our girl. I was right about them just letting the dogs out into the yard, which is fine if you have a secure yard and you have dogs. That's absolutely fine, of course. But you have to be a little extra vigilant if you have cats that are in a new environment. This is still a new environment for cats. It takes cats way longer than you might think to really, truly adjust to a new place.
And I'm telling you, when I noticed, it was like 20 minutes later, but it literally just takes a second. And Rarity is like,
exactly. It just takes a second. That's why you can't do that. When you have cats, especially indoor cats that are in a new place, you have to be extra vigilant. Anyone who has ever moved with an indoor cat should know this. You who have moved multiple times with pets should know this.
Like one of the most adventurous cats, the most loving.
Adventurous cat. Imagine having an adventurous cat and not having a collar on them. I don't care if it's just an indoor cat. If you have a cat that has a tendency to want to try to go outside, even if you don't let it outside. And I'm not getting into the whole indoor-outdoor cat debate here. That's another video. But if you have an indoor cat that is extremely curious, that tries to get outside, that you think might be a risk, especially when you have moved to a new place, even if the cats weren't super curious, just being in a new place like you are with them should be enough of a reason to go ahead and get them identification, get a collar on them, just in case. Why would you not do that with a quote-unquote adventurous cat?
Just like when I lived in Kentucky, actually, I would sometimes let her go onto the porch because we had like a gate, and she would just roll around in the dirt. Like, she just loved it for some reason, and like, she just wanted to venture out. I know, she just wanted to see. Like, I don't know where the fuck she is, and it's been just like, literally, sorry. Tommy has helped so much. Like, I just feel so, just like,
Has she helped so much like you helped with Gracie?
Defeated, and Tommy has made like online posters and put it on different websites, and like went outside, and we've been like yelling her name, and like it's been fucking torture, literally, because you guys know Rarity is my fucking world.
She's your world, so you drug her 19 hours to a new place and then left a door open. You completely upended their lives again for a new partner that you barely know again, and now one of them is missing.
Like, and I know a lot of you hate me and have whatever you want to say about me, but Rarity was my literal life. And like, you guys know how much she loved me too, and it's just fucking, it's just been fucking hell. It's like, all I can think about is like, is she okay? Like, where is she? Like, is she cold? And it's raining outside. I know a lot of you care about my pets too, and it's like, if you're not hearing anything,
you've made us care about your pets.
And that's a good thing. Like, everything is good. And like, she loved it here, and like, her and Tommy were so sweet. Like, Rarity would like sleep on top of her, and like, they would play, like and it's like, Rarity genuinely loved it here, and all the cats got along, and it's like,
all the cats, does Emily have cats too? What a mess. I just don't buy that everything has gone as well with all of these animals adjusting, especially if there's also new cats in the mix.
Outside because she's adventurous. She just wanted to see, and now I'm afraid, like, what if something...
She's adventurous. Don't get her a collar.
Bad happened to her. I can't help but like think like the worst, but I just want her back, you know? And I was trying to go through this privately. I don't know. I just feel really freaking like just defeated. There's just a lot. And I just miss her. I just felt like
privately, people were going to notice if Rarity didn't show up, kind of like how people have noticed that you're not showing Twinkie.
Reaction channel made a video about Rarity missing, and I come on here and don't say anything. Like, it'll just make me look fucking stupid, but I'm also like embarrassed and I'm ashamed, and I know it's my fault. But I would never do anything to put any of my animals in harm's way.
Except lose track of whether the door's open after dragging them 19 hours to a new state.
I had them all for 8 years. Around the same time, I got all 3 of my fur babies within the same year span, and they've been with me through so much. Like, they're my world. And without her, it just feels like a huge piece of me is just missing. And I just don't know what else to do. And Tommy, like, without her in the situation, like, I would feel lost. I would feel even more lost than I already do.
Without her, your cat wouldn't be in this situation if you hadn't moved to Wisconsin for Emily.
And we're both hurting. Fucking Tommy loved her too. Like, it's just so sad. Like, I just want her back, you know? It's just one thing.
I mean, I guess it's possible that this could have happened in Oklahoma due to Amber's mentals too. But at the same time, at least that was someplace where she had been for a little bit longer, where the cat may have stood a little more chance at being somewhat familiar with its immediate surroundings, where the area may have smelled a little more like home and not a bunch of other new animals that the cat's not super sure about, maybe.
After another, and I don't know how much more my actual heart can take at this point, but please, you guys, I know people hate when I say it because I'm agnostic, but like, pray, like, please, and like positive thoughts, and just like all of the, any positive sort of like anything, please. And like, we already, like, Tommy already has like cameras like outside of her house, like security cameras, but we've now also put them in places where like Rarity could be, like, I don't know, and I have the app on my phone, so I keep checking like over and over, like, is she just like walking by, is she out there? But it's so cold and it's raining. I'm not perfect by no means, but I have done everything to make sure my pets were always loved and cared for. And it's like,
You've had other people do everything to make sure your pets are cared for.
the one time I make a mistake, it's like something that's gonna live with me forever, literally forever. I just want
It's a pretty serious mistake on the heels of a series of questionable decisions.
her to come back.
Again, more grim news from Wisconsin. In all seriousness, I hope for Rarity's sake that Rarity is found quickly, because the weather is, as noted, not great in Wisconsin and not likely to get really nice anytime soon. Even when the rain clears up, it's still very likely to continue getting colder this time of year. Truly hoping Rarity is found with a swiftness, because this is not a cat that is accustomed to being outdoors. She's not in a place where she knows really at all where she is, and I seriously doubt she is feeling safe and secure if she is just out in that Wisconsin weather right now. So let's hope Rarity is found soon. Let's hope that Amber maybe finally learns a real lesson with animal responsibility. I'm absolutely infuriated that these animals were not wearing collars, considering the situation, new environment, so far away from their original environment that they had probably honestly just recently gotten used to. Absolutely burns me up that this adventurous, she said it multiple times, adventurous animal did not have any identification on her. The fact that Rarity was not wearing a collar just absolutely burns me up. But again, the poor baby, I hope that she is found soon and that all of this is quickly resolved for her sake.